The Sonic the Hedgehog movie was revealed to a resounding no, but something very interesting happened with it, and it became a hit, financially and decently critically as well. How did that happen? Usually it's what went wrong with these sort of episodes that I make. This time, it's what went right. So what did go right? What happened? Why was the Sonic the Hedgehog movie such a hit? Well, let's find out. Hi guys, I'm DPX and I am the In-Depth Detective, and you're watching a show with that same name. Today we are doing the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. What went right? Now before we get started, you know what to do. Be sure to like this video, subscribe for your turn notifications, and leave a comment and you'll be a loyal subscriber. You all may know that it was Paramount Pictures that published the Sonic movie, but they didn't originally create it. It was Sony that did that. About a decade ago, Sony actually started to think about the idea of making video game movies, hoping they'd be the next big thing in cinema like superhero movies. Avi Arad from Sony wanted to make a Mario movie as well as eventually movies based off of other Nintendo games like Zelda, Donkey Kong, and Pokemon, and eventually even a Smash Brothers one. But that didn't happen after failing to secure the rights to the Nintendo characters. However, Sony then negotiated with Sega to have the rights to a Sonic movie, which they ended up acquiring. But not everyone at Sony quite knew what Sonic was and how a Sonic movie should be. Even having one behind-the-scenes guys legitimately refer to Sonic the Hedgehog as Sonic the Hedgedog. I'm not kidding. So Sony sold the rights to the movie to Paramount Pictures. That sounds all good and everything, but then you consider what originally came of that.
SFPD! Meow?
After numerous delays, director Jeff Fowler wanted to make Sonic more believable and look more realistic. What came of that? Well, it's the dreaded design. The design tried a little too hard to be realistic for a blue cartoon hedgehog. After the first trailer dropped, it got bashed for that reason. According to Fowler himself, he states in an interview, "I think it's just there was a realism that we probably went a little too far with. And what the fans responded to was it just lost that key component, Sonic's character. They just don't recognize that or see it in him." So I think that little bit of design was incredibly important just for them to connect with and recognize the character they love. After this, it was clear that Fowler was actually taking blame rather than shifting it, and also pushed for the movie to be delayed, which Paramount surprisingly did so. While Paramount Pictures and Jeff Fowler all wanted the delay and change to the design to happen, they were very nervous when they were about to reveal the new design. They were afraid it was gonna all blow up in their faces all over again. Some stars from the movie, like Jim Carrey, were even against the change, or at least the idea of the change. As he stated, "All I know is, just like everything else in our world, we're feeling out of control on the process. We do what we can do, and the technology is going to have its way, and the people's opinions are going to have their own way. And who knows what that's going to turn into." After the redesign, the company behind it, Moving Pictures Company, actually shut down, which was a little worrying to say the least. Nonetheless, Paramount Pictures dropped a new trailer with the updated design, while also removing the old trailer from their YouTube channel, in fact. And this was the result.
I'm Sonic, a little ball of super energy in an extremely handsome package. On my planet, people were always after my powers.
On November 12th, 2019, which was around the date the movie was originally going to release, around then, Paramount Pictures' YouTube channel dropped the new look to an overwhelmingly positive response. Many people considered the movie saved due to the design, while others, honestly including myself, thought it didn't change the movie, but then the movie came out. It got mixed early reviews, but when audiences went to go see it, many people loved it. One thing that was praised quite a lot was the design. Not to mention, it opened with a $57 million opening weekend, breaking the curse of video game movies. It's safe to say the Sonic the Hedgehog movie was a huge and unexpected success. The Sonic the Hedgehog movie is an example of criticism being taken right. The director Jeff Fowler could have heard these criticisms and just blew it off like it was nothing. Instead, he went with the other option. He wanted to please the fans because he had a genuine connection to Sonic and didn't want just some dumb little design to ruin it. And the fact that Paramount Pictures actually gave the green light to delaying the movie says a lot about them too. But I want to ask you guys a question. Do you think the redesign fixed the movie? Or do you think it just fixed the way Sonic looks? Let me know in the comments below, and in the poll. That'll be it for this episode of The In-Depth Detective. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Be sure to like this video for more episodes, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.